It is election day in America. It all comes down to this. This morning on the East Coast, some voters are already starting to head to the polls to cast their vote for president, representatives in Congress, several state and local issues as well.
Yeah, right now we are about a half an hour away from our polls opening in Missouri. You'll be able to vote starting at 6 this morning.
Now, if you live in Kansas, you'll have to wait a little more than an hour and a half. Most of our local polls don't open until 7, though a few might be open as soon as 6, so check before you go. Polls close at 7 tonight in both our states. And remember, if you haven't voted by 7 and you are in line when the clock strikes 7, stay there because you will be allowed to vote. Millions of voters will decide the fate of our country for the next 4 years and beyond.
The presidential candidates now head to their watch party locations after wrapping up on the campaign trail. Here's ABC's Christiane Cordero.
Her campaign was a sprint from the start, launching 107 days ago, courting voters on a trail that ended overnight on top of the Rocky Steps in Philadelphia.
And here at these famous steps, a tribute to those who start as the underdog and climb to victory.
Vice President Kamala Harris was joined by star power throughout her final day on the campaign trail.
We are voting for values and integrity. We are voting for the right to choose what happens to our own bodies.
She spent months drawing a stark contrast between herself and former President Donald Trump, then spent the final 2 days avoiding Trump by name, her campaign says, to end on a positive note.
Our campaign has tapped into the ambitions, the aspirations, and the dreams of the American people. And we know it is time for a new generation of leadership in America.
Trump's campaign has tried to steer focus towards issues related to the economy and immigration.
Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? And I've asked that question so many times. I've never had one hand go up for the other.
But in recent weeks, his message has grown darker. His latest target, while rallying on the eve of Election Day in battleground Michigan, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
She's an evil, sick, crazy bitch. Oh, no. It starts with a B, but I won't say it.
Some Republican leaders have warned Trump's rhetoric could turn women voters away, while former Fox News host Megyn Kelly, who Trump viciously attacked during the 2016 campaign, shared her endorsement, echoing what Trump has said that he will protect women, quote, whether they like it or not.
He will be a protector of women, and it's why I'm voting for him.
And get this, the first results are already in. Dixville Notch, New Hampshire has a tradition of voting in person at midnight, all 6 of their registered voters. That's 4 Republicans and 2 undeclared. The results between Harris and Trump ended with a tie, 3-3. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Now this morning we have crews on both sides of our state line getting you prepared to cast your ballot.
KMBC 9's Martin Augustine kicks off our coverage live at Northland Cathedral in Kansas City, one of many polling places. Martin, voters, plenty of them, are expected to where you are today.
Well, yeah, they will. We're at the Northland Cathedral, right at the corner of US 169 and 99th Street. It's a big place with lots of parking, so it'll be very convenient for voters to get in and out of here on this election day. Now, we've seen the long lines of early voting here in Missouri at a handful of early voting locations. Good for any voter, regardless of where they live. What's different today than what we've seen the last couple of weeks is, of course, that voters are going to be reporting to specific precinct locations, including here at the Northland Cathedral. It'll be interesting to gauge, given the popularity of early voting, what impact that may or may not have on the number of voters we see coming through the more traditional way to vote on Election Day. Reporting live, Martin Augustine, KMBC 9 News.
Martin, thanks. We'll be checking in throughout the morning. Hey, heads up, we have a final tally of early voting in Kansas. More than 653,000 people cast their ballot early. Now, let's look at the breakdown here. Registered Republicans made up 50% of those votes compared to 32% of registered Democrats. In Johnson County, more than 209,000 people voted early. You talk about voter turnout. That's nearly 44% of all the registered voters in the county. So turnout already high before the polls opened today. Hilltop Conference Center saw the most voters of all the polling sites. Kansas voters will choose their representatives in the U.S. House. Seats in the State Board of Education are also on the ballot, along with State House and Senate. Johnson County voters will choose their next sheriff and district attorney. And Missouri voters have some big decisions to make. Amendment 2 would legalize sports betting in the Show Me state, and millions of dollars are pouring into this campaign.
I care deeply about education. That's why I'm voting for Amendment 2.
You've no doubt seen the ad supporting sports betting coming from a group called Winning for Missouri Education, heavily backed by online sports gambling companies. The group barely mentions gaming, instead focusing on education and the promise of tens of millions of dollars they say are constitutionally guaranteed for Missouri schools. Critics don't buy that.
But the state's official analysis concluded Amendment 2 would allow them to pay zero gaming taxes to Missouri. That means $0 for Missouri schools.
A group called Missourians Against the Deceptive Online Gambling Amendment is challenging the claims of a windfall for education, pointing out potential loopholes a state audit flagged, letting betting companies avoid paying some of their state taxes. Despite the uncertainty, September polling from Emerson College in the Hills shows a majority of likely Missouri voters support sports betting. Slim majority, though. 52% say yes to Amendment 2, 25% said no, and this is back in September, keep in mind. 23% had said that they're still not sure which way they would go at that point. We'll see what happens today. Missouri voters will also decide Amendment 3, which would restore abortion rights. They'll also choose their next governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, secretary of state. On the local level, Jackson County voters will be choosing their next county prosecutor. Stay with First News all morning long as we get you prepared for the polls. Our crews are stationed at polling places on both sides of the state line, watching the line so you know what to expect when you go cast your ballot. Then tomorrow morning, we'll be watching results all morning long, bring them to you starting a half hour early at 4 a.m. here on First News.